thank APRM for having organized this meeting, which brings all African consultants, stakeholders, who are really discussing and giving good knowledge about what disasters are and how they can mitigate these ones.
And data is very, very, very important. If we want to tell our stories, then we need to have the evidence, so that when you tell your story, people understand exactly what you are telling them about. So I want to say thank you to all of us preparing the tool, the platform, the instrument that will help us to generate the data to tell our own story.
And what is also clear that we are all working for a common goal, and looking at the house here, everybody deals with the issues of resilience, and we have actually contributed quite significantly to the topic of the day.
My office here and DERA will continue to work closely with the APRM to continue to strengthen this new, relatively new fifth thematic area of resilience to shocks and disasters.
The tool that APRM is developing is very, very needed, especially for ARC. There are a lot of policy gap at the country level that we are trying to push, and having an assessment coming from APRM for different countries, we can use that as a leverage to do advocacy at the country level.
I strongly believe that by the end of this program, we'll be able to finalize the questionnaire and have it used for both country reviews and targeted reviews in member states in Africa.
As you may know, we are preparing the target review on this topic. We're still working with the Secretariat. In our planning is to have the mission on May.
This meeting is very timely. The fact that Zambia will be going for the second generation review.
I want to thank the APRM Secretariat for inviting us to this very important event to review the questionnaire on the new fifth thematic area that focuses on state resilience to shocks and disasters. This is extremely important, especially in the context of climate change-induced disasters and shocks that can affect member states.
Issues of human mobility central to issues of climate change and DRR. And I guess IOM's mandate around this area, especially internal displacement, is key. So migration issues are cross-cutting, and not only in this particular pillar, but I think across what APRM programs are doing. So IOM is committing once again to engage in various, and we want to offer that expertise.
I just want to reiterate that the ISS, we are here for the long run, and we have a lot of expertise, not only in the counterterrorism field, but also in various other fields that are being covered in the various pillars. And we are there to facilitate, to assist, but also we have a lot of expertise that can assist with technical assistance.
So for me, it's a good opportunity to learn, because we are starting a new project from the German Development Corporation. It's called the Resilience Initiative Africa. And so I'm impressed by all the different stakeholders that are gathered together here.
Even though our journey started a few days ago, that was the beginning of what we anticipate to be a long journey.
Really, this questionnaire is very important, because we are seeing different shocks. Some shock events are acute or very quickly happening, others are chronic or slowly happening.
And the one thing that is very clear, that shocks and disasters are prone to people who are not well prepared for it. And as a result of that, it is incumbent on African countries to come up with a framework in which they can be able to define how shocks and disasters affect the states, and recommendations to be made in order to address those shocks and the consequences that come with it.
So it's been very interesting to assist in the finalization of the APRM State Resilience Questionnaire. I think it has very great potential, especially after having seen the inputs of stakeholders to assist states in monitoring and in improving their resilience, especially against shocks and the risks.
APRM is ready to cooperate with everybody so that we get a good questionnaire with good indicators, so that we can track and monitor the existence of disasters on the continent.
We at UNDP Resilience Hub are committed to improving resilience through our multidisciplinary initiatives, especially on urban, technology and drought in the Horn of Africa.
We are the Economic Commission for Africa, working with other entities, regional entities as well, to support countries with the tools and capacities that they can use to build better resilience to climate change and to the investments in climate change.
We will be using a lot the outcome of this assessment when it's implemented at the country level to push policy agenda.
We look forward actually to the potential contribution of this questionnaire in our ongoing work in the future.
I think once this questionnaire is finalized, it will go a long way in helping state resilience, and it should be used across all countries because we are as safe as the weakest link.
You couldn't have found any stronger pillar than this one, given the contemporary situation that the continent finds itself in, like the fallout from COVID-19, the fallout from the conflict in Ukraine, importing huge inflation on the continent, huge cost of living, and all of these things.
We just want to appreciate the APRM family for inviting Zambia to be part of this process.
On behalf of IOM, just to thank again and appreciate APRM for their great efforts and work in this pillar and for inviting us here.
Thank APRM for the invitation again. We are very happy actually to see this initiative. We congratulate you for this pillar. It's quite relevant and it's quite important.
Mine is to thank you, to thank all of you for your participation. But not only for your participation, your contribution. We have got a lot that we could not have received if we had not come to Nairobi. And we want to be grateful to express our gratitude to everybody.